Thank you. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Thank you. Good.
John, if I start with you, and I'm sure you've already been doing your homework on the England team, but when you heard that Cole Palmer and Phil Foden and Ollie Watkins were going to be missing, is that a bit of a boost?
Look, Tony, when you see the England squad and the players, the 26 that were picked, obviously there was potential. We knew beforehand of lads, maybe little illnesses and little niggles or whatever, so they left themselves a bit of space in terms of the numbers they picked. So they still have some good options to pick from, I think. So they'll be okay, but it'll be full focus on ourselves. And look, obviously it brings into the play maybe some of the younger players that they picked in the squad in terms of some of the 21 options that they brought up. So it'll be interesting to see.
When you look at the England players who've got a lot of experience now, Declan Rice in particular, Jack Grealish back in the squad as well, do you ever imagine what it would have been like with Rice in particular if he had stayed with Ireland after those 3 matches?
No, not at all, because look, it's one of them. It's a focus on us, the players that are here, the players that want to be here. I think it's as simple as that, Tony.
But you saw how good a player he was up close, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but he's not here. He's in the England squad, Tony, so you can't keep talking about it.
No, but you do have to, I suppose, plan to curb his impact on the game.
You have to curb a lot of England players' impact on the game. It's when you play a team that have just been in a Euros final. You know they have lots of threats. They have lots of options to pick from. And I think you know that whatever 11 that they pick and the squad of players that they have to bring on and change games as well, that's going to be full focus on our point of view of what we can do to stop them, but more importantly what we can do to cause them problems.
What about Lee Carsley and his situation now? He's interim, as you were yourself recently. Do you think he's got a good chance of getting the England gig full time?
I'm sure he's hoping so. He'll be thinking that he's jumped up from the 21s after being a successful under-21s manager, winning the Euros with them. So I'm sure maybe the people behind the scenes would like to see him continue that kind of role into the senior one, and obviously they've given that chance, but I'm sure there'll be a cry out for other names as well from the public in England as well. But as far as we're concerned, it's nothing for us to worry about. Our focus is on the start of Nations League qualifiers, the manager coming in, Hamer, that we give him our full backing, our full support, and hopefully we get off to a good start.
Can I just ask you about Seamus Coleman and Andrew Malamidele, who didn't get involved yesterday? Are they closer to being involved?
Yeah, everyone good to train today. Full fit squad ready to train.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John, how are things? Just to follow up on what Tony said there about Lee, have you heard from him in recent months? Obviously a former teammate of yours. Have you spoken to him?
No, I haven't spoken to him recently. Obviously a few times going with different games and seeing him over the years at different stages. I think it was my A licence. When I was doing the A licence, he came in and spoke on it as well. And no, look, as a teammate and as a person, anytime I see him, I'd always get on well with Lee, Carzo, as he's known as. But look, it's one of them. It's a different scenario. I haven't seen him recently, but get a chance to catch up with him at some stage on Saturday, I'm sure.
Just in speaking of managers as well, obviously it's Hamer's first week. He said last week with the squad he was kind of, he took your steer in many ways with the squad. What's the balance been like this week? Are you kind of helping him as regards getting to know some of the players, or is he very much doing things his way?
No, look, as he mentioned, it's a case of everyone supporting each other, and Paddy's influence as well is always important too. So you bring that combination together, and ultimately Hamer's the manager, you know what I mean, and we're here to do everything we can to help him.
Just on the fixture, you played in the last England-Ireland game at the Aviva with a 0-0 draw. Of course you played at Wembley as well with Shane Long's goal. What is this fixture like, and what would it mean for Ireland to get a positive result on Saturday? Yeah, look, I think you'll know from the fans and the player, everyone will know, the manager will know, and obviously we're coming in the bus in the stadium, the game sold out, the atmosphere around it, the history all around the game, so you bring all those factors together. You know it's a brilliant game to be involved in. Every player in the squad will want to play, and you want a positive outcome from it, but ultimately no, it's a great test of where we're going and where we hopefully want to get to. And Will, just from a players' point of view, just how special a fixture is this?
Yeah, no, it's a massive game. It's one that since the draw came out, everyone's looking forward to the game, and I think it's a real good opportunity for us to put ourselves up against, you know, a team that was in a Euro final not so long ago, and to put ourselves up against them and see where we're at will be a good test on Saturday.
John, you've obviously got to know him over the last few weeks off the pitch, but now seeing him over the last couple of days on the training ground, can you talk about how he works and what you've made of him?
No, it's been good. Most importantly, it's been good for the players to see what he's about. Obviously, as you mentioned, getting to know him the last few weeks, being here in Abbottstown, going out to games, and you're just talking about ideas. But I think in terms of the most important thing for me is I know he's a very good manager, he's a very good coach. The details he gives the players, I think it's more of a question. I know what I'm seeing, what his information he's given, but the players will be the most important in that sense. But no, as I've said, he's got the clarity is there for everyone, and I think that's the most important thing.
And in terms of your role then, compared to say when you were in with Stephen Kenny over the last couple of days on the training pitch, is it different in any way? Have you more influence with him or just coming in? Yeah,
look, as I said, when I came in under Stephen, it was Stephen and Keith, if you know what I mean. And now obviously I'm there as him as assistant or number two, whatever way you wanna say it. And then obviously Paddy's in as well. So there's brilliant knowledge, there's good information getting through to the players, and it's just bringing that all together then for the game on Saturday.
And Will, for you, having had a bit of a run now in the Premier League, does it feel like you're even coming into this camp in a different way? I know you could get into double figures for caps, but in terms of the experience now I have for handling an occasion like this?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think I've played in a few big games now in my short career, and the last few games in the Premier League have been, you know, an eye-opener for us at the club level, but for myself, you know, in terms of the level, and to come into a game like Saturday, it's another big game, another big test, and no, it's one that I'm relishing as a player.
Ellie?
John, how are you doing?
Ed?
I suppose, just looking at the squad, I think it was referenced last week, a lot of players are getting minutes at their club, and I'm just wondering what sort of advantage is that coming into this profile game where energy is going to be really vital?
Yeah, look, it's always important. Look, it was something I said to the players in the June window. I said whatever was going to happen going forward, how important it is for club situations, if they could, to get them resolved as quickly as possible, to get playing as quickly as you could, because how quickly the games come round with September, October, if you know what I mean. But September in particular, and the way the transfer window closes just beforehand, that obviously players might be waiting different things, but I was kind of suggesting as quickly as you could try and get, selfishly from an Irish point of view, to get the minutes on the board as much as you can, because it's just the sharpness, the mental sharpness, not only that, and the physical aspect that you need to have ready to go to be able to win matches at this level.
And then just in terms of players coming into the camp this week, like the Celtic lads must be coming in buzzing, the likes of Chio and Sammy Smokes getting new clubs. Is there a sort of, are they bringing positivity from the clubs into this camp? Not that it needs it, but that must really help. Yeah, look, I think it's always it definitely helps when you have players in form, players playing at the level you mentioned. But I think the most important thing is you'll always have a different situation in a squad aspect at international level, that good moments, bad moments for individuals. But I think the manager's message, and Will probably back me up on that, is in the sense of forgetting about your club, in a sense that you come in here and we focus on what we're doing. You'll have different ideas at clubs, different principles, different philosophies for attacking, defending, etc. We're going to keep it as simple and as clear as possible to get us the most effective results as quick as we can.
Thank you everyone. We're moving to the embargoed section now, so everything past this point is 11 PM tonight.